All right, Gary Wilson here. I've got a little random message here for Snooker Loopy. Got the lyrics here. I'm guessing you want us to sing the song. Absolutely, not a problem. Snooker Loopy, not so we, me and him and them and me. We'll show you what we can do with a load of balls in a snooker queue. Pop the reds and screw back for the yellow, green, brown, blue, pink and black. Snooker Loopy, not so we, we're all Snooker Loopy. Cheers, guys.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Snooker Loopy podcast. My name is Tom Mayhew, and I'm joined as always by my very, very good friend. Who could it be? Could it be? Is it Barry Pinches? Yes, it is. It's Joe, the Canary Haddard.
Well, a very good evening, Hazel. Good evening, everybody at home, and a warm welcome to the players.
And today, Joe, we are both recording a podcast, and we're going to be playing a bit of Snooker 19. So,
yes,
if you're an audio listener, there'll be a YouTube version where it has us playing the game. If you're a YouTube viewer, you can already probably see at the moment that we're about to... Well, you can't see because it's just our faces.
Well, they can't see because it's actually our normal background at the moment, Tom. So they're just looking at our email address down below. They're looking at all of that normal. But in a matter of seconds, I can just bring it online. And as you can see, we're within Snooker 19. I'm going to keep who I'm playing as a secret. Obviously, all of you people at home will know who I'm playing as. But yeah, we thought we'd do a little bit of a deep dive on the video games of snooker, talk about some of our favourite games, and maybe discuss the future, and discuss maybe the issue with snooker games, because we don't get a lot of love, unfortunately, do we? And that's a big shame, isn't it? But
yeah, well, there's been like 2 official snooker games in, I mean, what is it, like 14 years now? There's been 2, and we're at the stage now where really it's incredible, because I was thinking the other day that there's players now who, if they're 18, they were born in 2008 or something. Do you know what I mean? So theoretically, there could be players who, in their lifetime, have only had 2 video games come out, and they could be pros on the tour. And it just shows how we need there to be. We need more. We need yearly snooker games. We want yearly tennis games and less FIFA games. There's too many of them. But
yeah, well, absolutely. You know, we've because they were quite consistent in the 2000s. You know, in our sort of PS2 era, it was one every other year, and they were high quality snooker games as well. I mean, you do get the odd snooker game come out on phones, but nothing official. And you know, we were all really excited when Snooker 19 came out, and we were hoping it was going to be a yearly thing. We were actually promised it was going to be a pretty much a yearly thing, a bit like FIFA, weren't we? So it has been a bit disappointing that we're now 5 years into the life cycle of Snooker 19, which you know, we only went 8 between WSC 11 and Snooker 19. So you know, we're nearly there again. And 8 years seemed like a lifetime, didn't it? It's bonkers, really.
Well, we're guaranteed it'll be 6 years at least, because you do think if it's going to come out, it'll come out in April. So we're guaranteed it's going to be at least 6 years. I mean, really, they talk about all this money that Saudi Arabia are investing. Can't Saudi Arabia invest in a snooker video game? Like
Well, here's hoping, Tom. Here's hoping. But I thought we'd jump into some action. We're obviously going to play at the Crucible, a one-frame shootout. We're just going to play as a load of different characters from the Snooker Loopy podcast, sort of folklore, I guess. So we'll see who Tom's gone for. I'm really looking forward to it. We've also dressed up the players a treat as well. So hopefully we'll have some good outfits there. But yes, you might want to type in the code, Tom. It is MJFP. MJFP.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
And I'm searching now. I am searching. So we did do a little test of this. It did work, luckily. Tom does assure me that his house is going to end up like the house from Up because of the fans on his PS4. So you know, it could well happen. Hey, there he is. There he is. There he is. Apparently my rival record is 1-0. See, I've played you loads of times on this game, Tom, and it's not registering. Now, our faces are currently covering the bulk pockets, so I'm just going to make us a little bit smaller so that we we don't cover up the action. But yeah, what were your first memories of learning about Snooker 19 as a game?
Well, it's pretty much the game that made me get a PS4, to be honest. Oh, look at this outfit. Look at Ken. Just like a banana.
Yeah.
Or like an 80s ice cream man or something. It's beautiful. And Stuart Bingham, mate, I don't know if you can you see him?
Well,
on
I'll see him once you play your shot.
Okay.
So hurry up, basically. Hey! Yes, that's a lovely outfit. To be honest, I think the outfits would have worked the opposite way around as well.
It's a sentence I never thought I'd say before this podcast, but I was going for the evil Bingham idea. So I never thought I'd say this, but I basically tried to dress Stuart Bingham up like the Joker from Batman.
Well, we talked about an evil Stuart Bingham at some point, didn't we? I can't remember.
About playing good Bingham against evil Bingham,
yeah,
I think.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, yeah.
I've got evil Bingham all set up.
But yeah, you were saying it was the reason you bought a PS4, Snooker 19.
Yeah, it was Snooker 19. Literally, I'd been playing. I mean, I was probably still playing WSC 11 quite a lot, really. And I was like, I'm not someone who buys a console when they come out. I usually wait for there to be a game I really, really want. And when I said Snooker 19 was coming out, I was like, brilliant. I think it was just after also the Spyro trilogy came out, and I was like, oh, mate, I need to play the Spyro trilogy. So, yeah, it was kind of those two games. But I ended up buying basically the PS4 in 2019 because I wanted to play the new Snooker game. And it's been my most played game on PS4, to be honest. So I've got my hours out of it. Like, I've got hundreds of hours out of it. So it's been great. And I remember it being so exciting because you did a video on YouTube doing like your first reactions to the announcement and like a list of things you are to see in it. And it was as a gamer who likes sort of, you know, we get a lot of fun out of dressing up Stuart Bingham and Ken. Do you know what I mean? And there's been no option to do this without this game, and that's a lot of the fun this game has brought us over the years.
Yeah, and I mean, I remember it well, actually, when it was first announced. It was just some random article on WST, I think, or World Snooker as it was at the time, and I think it was about October time it was announced.
Yeah, October or November, one of those two, yeah.
Well, I was pretty, certain in my views that there would never be another snooker game. A bit like I was certain there would never be another topspin game. So, you can see my track record with all of these things is
what other
second
games
to
are you
none.
certain there won't be new ones, mate?
A darts game. There'll never be another darts game. I have to say, I'm surprised.
Luke's Little Darts, that's going to be a thing.
Yeah. I said, there's never going to be another EA cricket game, but there might be. Who knows? This is a half chance. But yeah, I remember it well. They announced it, and they announced that it was going to be a FIFA-style yearly release. They announced there was going to be Q School on it. They announced, you were going to have a full career mode, and I was buzzing for it. I don't know about you, but I mean, it was just that plant didn't go in. But it was just one of those things where, as gamers, both of us really,
not what he intended at all. He'll be annoyed with
that was the game that sort of is our dream. Is that a snooker game comes out regularly and one that we can play. And I know we got closer and closer to the release, and they were saying, well, they didn't confirm. That was a nice shot. They didn't confirm whether you could create your own player, and I think to this day they've still not confirmed that.
I mean, we know we know you can't.
We know
This
you
shot is
can't.
just gone too close to the pink to go
Oh,
on the blue
no.
at the moment, unless I can swerve it. But it's not. This is not ideal at all. I've been a bit unlucky here. But we'll see.
But I remember I was invited down. Well, quite quickly, Ripstone.
No, not enough power.
Unlucky, very unlucky.
That's
Quite
someone who's not been on the virtual table for a few months.
He's
you lose.
a little bit rusty.
That's a shot.
Oh dear.
I've got a high break of 1. I'm happy with that.
Well, that was one of the
Yeah,
worst shots you've ever seen Captain Goodspeed play, I think.
This video will mysteriously disappear at some point now, I think, after that shot.
Yeah, I've stopped recording. But yeah, Ripstone got in contact. Ripstone were the sort of publishers of the game. Lab 42 were the ones that made it. But, you know, Ripstone deal with all the press side of things and promotion. And they got in contact quite quickly, saying they liked the video of the sort of announcement of it. And I remember they invited me down to, I think it was EGX Resd or something, like a gaming convention where they were going to be, and they were going to have a stand of playing Snooker 19. Now, obviously, back then I wasn't quite a full-time teacher in 2019. I started that September, so I mean I was at uni still, so I assume I just couldn't go because it was down south somewhere, so I didn't. But I remember somebody got gameplay of it. I think Chinny went, didn't he? Did Chinny go?
Chinny got an interview with Holly there, I think.
Yeah, I think so. But I just remember seeing the gameplay of it and being quite shocked, actually,
This will be a real test
that there wasn't any of the sort of referee animations. Like, certain things about this game is so much better than any snooker game we'd ever seen before.
Yeah.
But there were quite basic things missing, like the animated referee, I don't know, the crowd were a little bit weird on this game.
Well, this game feels like,
14.
you know, it should be. I remember saying a lot of the time, everyone was complaining about there's no referee, there's no sort of creative character, and at the time we all kind of went, yeah, but as a foundation, it's excellent. Foundation of the series, this could be. Do you know what I mean? It's not about how good is it now; it's how good will it be after a few games. But we just didn't get those few games, sadly, and
he's looking to drop this into
because
the middle.
There's so much of this game. The gameplay is brilliant. Having all the players is brilliant. Having
20.
the proper official tournaments and the 35 frame matches is excellent.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
All we needed was a yearly release where, you know, maybe year 2 we get Q School and create a character. Year 3 you get Legends or, you know, a story mode. Do you know what I mean? Just little things every year, which
Story mode.
I mean, I'd love the story. I mean, the closest we've got to
21.
It's Stuart Bingham's journey.
Looking to drop this in gently.
and you know, instead of chatting to Thierry Henry in FIFA, you chat to Dennis Taylor.
No, it'll be Dave Hendon, won't it? It'll be Dave Hendon and Neil.
Dennis going, oh, you've got a big game coming up tonight.
Got a big game coming up tonight, laddie.
I believe in you, lads. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's hope it's like the final of 1985.
This young Chinese player.
What a top pot that was.
That'd be your one. You choose your commentary name, and you could be Joe, or you could be Stuart, or you could be this young Chinese player.
Yeah. But no, I agree with you. I think really solid foundation. I think in terms of snooker gameplay, it is by far the best game out there, and actually in most sports I can't think of another game that actually replicates the game so well in terms of when you don't play this game for a while, as you can clearly see by Tom's shot there.
That's what I did it on purpose, just to do an example.
To prove my point. When you haven't played this game for a while, you actually struggle quite badly. And, you know, it looks easy with the aim and aids and all of that, but, I mean, this is the middle difficulty.
played. One.
So you can make it harder than this, and certainly in my career modes, you've seen I've always played on the hardest difficulty.
That's a beauty.
But yeah, when you're rusty, you genuinely take a frame or two to find the pace of the table, knowing how hard to hit it, how much spin to put on it. It is a really strange feeling, but it does simulate real life snooker a little bit in that way.
Well, even the fact that some of the tables play differently, that's such a small thing to have in a game. But
I don't even think that was intentional.
no, I don't think so either.
Because they had that weird thing where if you played off the reds at Alexandra Palace, then the reds like splattered everywhere. But if you played in China or something, then they stuck very close together. But there was a lot of glitches, wasn't there, when the game first came out? What were your top 3 funniest glitches of the first release of Snooker 19?
One I always remember is when they're playing the shot and they line up the shot like that, and the cue stays there, and you just see the player's body just go.
The sort of ice skating.
The player's body would be like 2 foot away from the shot, and they still take the shot here, and then the player's head would be all the way over here. Just. I always like that one.
That's a good one.
I like the fact they used to always roll up to the pack in the very first release.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
It was like every shot was like Mark Williams when he used to do that safety shot. They just did that all the time.
28.
And what other ones were there?
There's one I can think of, but yeah, go on.
It's not, you know, it wasn't a glitch as such. It was just a weird setting that when the game first came out,
29.
every match I think was a maximum of like 20 minutes or something like that.
Oh,
like,
online.
Even if you did a match like this, me against Joe, there'd be a time limit, and so you would have matches where the frame wouldn't be finished and there'd be a timeout because every match was either 20 minutes or 40 minutes or something, and it was just such a weird rule to put in there that even if you're playing against your mate, oh no, there's a time limit, and you have to get it finished, and you would lose matches against your friends because you ran out of time, even if you're on the winning break.
Yeah. No, I remember that one. That was a creative decision, wasn't it? And that was something that there was a lot of backlash about very early on in the game, and they did change it, and they were very good at listening to community feedback, weren't they? They very much fixed a lot of it. Some of my favourite glitches, Tom, I don't know if you remember, but in its just before it released, I think a couple of the retailers sent out the copies about a week early. So some people were releasing footage on the Saturday when it wasn't out until the Wednesday. And I remember in the particular video with Ken, it was Crafty Ken playing. He had a head and he had hands, but he didn't have a body. He was invisible. That was one of my favourite glitches. That.
Can you find that and overlay that on this video?
Yeah, I will do. Yeah.
I've seen it in years.
Yeah, no, but I remember, Lab 42 and Ripstone, they got into a right panic because I released a video, sort of reviewing that first gameplay. So I sort of overlaid the footage of somebody else, and I was reviewing that. And they thought that it was me that had the game, and they were saying, "Oh, would you mind taking it down? And would you mind?"
Did they threaten you?
They didn't threaten me. They were just like, I hope you're enjoying the game. This, that, and the other. Can you please put disclaimers on it that this isn't with the day one patch? I just explained, it's not my footage. I haven't got the game.
Was it?
I mean, they were all good about it, but I think they were quite embarrassed at the state at which the game was released. I mean, I would love to. I mean, I think there is a way to play the disc version of Snooker 19 but not install the patches. So I think there is still a way to access that version of Snooker 19.
Lots of people attend there.
But
I mean,
it would mean I would have to delete all traces of Snooker 19 off my console to do that. But I mean, I might do it on the PS4 or something at some point.
Wow.
Oh, he always liked to double, did Captain Goodspeed.
Oh, there we go. It's like Higgins in his prime.
But yeah, that was one of my favourite glitches. The other favourite glitch I had was Mark Selby always using the rest for every shot.
9.
That was a good one.
It was like he was doing a weird exhibition thing where he just every shot he used the rest, even if it was right.
Yeah.
It was just Selby, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just Selby. And there was another one. I don't think this one's been fixed, but when a player's angled, you know, like if the cue ball's sort of in the jaws and they can't see the red, they still just like aim at the red, so it just comes off the knuckle straight away. And
they still do that.
I think that's still in the game. But yeah, just some weird glitches like that. It is funny that the game released in that state. It's also quite worrying, but they are small developers, Lab 42, and you know we have to sort of understand that they're not EA, they're not Ubisoft.
I mean,
not
to be fair,
Naughty
the
Dog.
glitches in FIFA are ridiculous. So I think we can definitely forgive
Yeah.
Lab 42, considering some of the absurd glitches you see in FIFA every year. Like,
Yeah. I mean, funnily enough, Tom, I did actually. They asked me to write a bug report for it, and I do still have that document of of my bug report. I don't know exactly where it is, but I will find it. I will find it because there was some. I was reading it not so long ago, and there's some crackers in there, so I will do that. But I won the first frame, so you know this is a best of 35 match. Still a long way to go, Tom.
Yeah.
So I'm going to quickly pick my next player. Well, as I say, we're going to try and get as many of the the legends of Snooker Loopy on there. Oh yes, I've got to go for this one. But yeah, do you have memories of your first match on Snooker 19?
I think I remember I lost quite comfortably, to be honest. I think lots of people did because
it's quite difficult, isn't it? Really,
it's very difficult, mate. It's which is good, which is what you want, really. It feels like, you know, I mean, it's that interesting thing where even on the easiest difficulty, your opponent can still make a decent break. It's never easy peasy. Do you know what I mean? It's always
yeah. Because any player can make a century. That's what I quite like about it. Certainly if you play on hard. But yeah, I found it, Tom. I've found the bug report.
I'd love to know who I played as. I can't remember who my first game was, but here's a little quiz for you, Joe.
Go on.
Who was, in your career mode, who was the first player you ever played against?
Daniel Wells.
Or
I
was
think.
it?
I think.
I thought it was Liam Highfield.
Oh, it might be. Oh, I thought it was Daniel Wells. Well, let's check. Let's check, Tom.
Another
Let's
little
check.
quiz question, Joe.
Go on.
In your first ever attempt at the World Championship,
Oh, I know
19,
exactly what this is going to be. Yeah.
What was the result, and who was your opponent?
Well, it was Yan Bingtao.
Yep.
And I lost 10-8, I think. I think it was 10-8.
And Joe was the happiest person in the world where he was banned. Joe was like, yes, justice!
It was unbelievable. But like I'd done so, I think I'd won 5 tournaments or something silly like that season. A bit like Ronnie in real life. You know, Ronnie had won so well. Genuinely, the parallels between my career and Ronnie's real career, because that very same year, he lost in the first round to James Cahill 10-8.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we have liftoff. Episode 1. Quiz question for you, Tom. How many views do you think episode 1 of the Ronnie O'Sullivan career mode has?
It'll be a lot. Let's guess 62,000.
87,000.
Blimmin' heck, that's crazy.
Yeah. It's not quite hit the heights of Tennis World Tour number 1, which is 303,000. But there you go. But yes, it was Daniel Wells. Very first episode. I ended the episode 2-1 up by the looks of it.
I know you played Liam Highfield early on as well, but
I probably did, yeah. But I do actually have a spreadsheet of the whole history of that Snooker 19 career mode.
Of course you do, mate. Yeah.
Believe it or not, it has every single match on there that I ever played.
Did you do it yourself as well?
Well, I think Toby made it originally, and then I stole it off him and made it my own, a bit like I did with Matt and his Cue the Music calendar. But
calendar?
League table.
I love a Cue the Music calendar. Every month there's a different artwork. Like February for Valentine's Day is Everlasting Love, and there's a button you press on the calendar that just plays Everlasting Love.
So my first ever tournament was the Riga Masters. Beat Daniel Wells 4-2. Beat Martin Gould 4-2. Beat Jack Lazowski 4-2. Beat Dave Gilbert 4-2, and then lost to Selby 5-2 in the semi-final. Selby was a big rival of the career mode, actually. And tournament winners, Tom. I mean, if when I did my Snooker 19 series, I think right at the end I did something about the history of Snooker 19 or the history of the Ronnie O'Sullivan career mode. And can you name the 3 top players that won or the most amount of tournaments throughout my career mode? Who do you think it is?
Mark Selby.
Yeah, he's number 1 with 29 ranking tournaments and 8 invitational tournaments.
Mark Williams.
Correct. 21 ranking and 3 invitational.
Judd Trump.
He's number 4, 11 and 1.
Could it be Higgins?
He's number 5, equal with Judd Trump, so equal 4th.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of harsh. It's harsh. This one, I think.
David Gilbert. I don't know.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Oh, yourself. Oh, for God's sake.
18 ranking and 4 invitational. There you go.
Oh, well, you've still not beat the record, have you?
Well, no.
No. Wait, so who's got the most ranking titles in that world? It's not you.
Well, it's 36 plus 18 I've got. Yeah, I think it is still Ronnie, I think. Because he'll have 54 in theory.
That's the thing I wish they added. I wish you could see, because all you can see in the career mode is the real life rankings, the real life ranking wins as of 2019.
Yeah.
And your player, I wish you could see the in-game players, so you could see how, as you said, there'll be, because there's nothing in game that tells you. That's why Joe has to make his own spreadsheet, because there's nothing in the game that
there's
can
nothing
tell
in
you.
the game that, yeah. But I did find the bug report. So before our next match, I thought I'd read us through. Oh, should we get into the next match and I can maybe read it out while we're playing? But KZZU is the code. KZZU.
But this is all. I mean, we've said this for 5 years, but this is a stupid way of matchmaking a game in modern consoles.
Yeah. And I am searching when you are ready.
You should be able to just make a party and play with your friends. You shouldn't have to type in a code over the internet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Hey,
Oh!
Stephen Hallworth. The
Well,
original
we can cheer
Baldy
something.
versus the new Baldy. Oh, it's at
Yeah, he's got
Alexandra
hair.
Palace. I'm sorry. It's not at the Crucible. But,
Has Hallworth got his nose piercing in that picture? I doubt he's got it in the game, has he?
yeah. Yeah. Well, I remember players that wore glasses didn't have glasses at the start of the game. So Martin Gould, for instance, didn't have glasses on, which was quite creepy. But there you go. There's the balls spreading wild at Alexandra Palace. I remember that people would refuse to play league matches at Alexandra Palace because they were like, "Oh, it's an unfair
This red.
disadvantage." Do you like Ebden's attire?
Oh, he looks. I mean, he looks like a camp version of Hitman, to be honest.
Yeah, he does actually.
I tried to dress Hallworth up as a sausage, but there's not enough brown things, sadly.
Yeah.
Which
Oh
is the
dear.
Unforced error.
Oh,
Not sure what happened there.
I was
Ebden
playing for the
took-
147.
Ebden took the shot too quickly, mate.
He
You
did.
put him off.
But yeah, Snooker 19 bug report and suggestions. So this was written on the 18th of April 2019.
Wow, this is a throwback.
The miss rule should not apply once one of the players requires snookers to win the frame. Occasionally, when pressing X at the TV cam, it goes straight to the action cam rather than the cue cam.
Oh, that's a poor shot.
Dear me.
What's that?
The Northern Ireland Open currently does not appear on the schedule page in career mode. There you go. More to come in a minute.
Well,
Oh, dear me.
Ebden's match fixing.
He's match fixing. When an opponent force retakes in a free ball situation after a foul while rolling behind a colour, a foul is wrongly called when you retake the original shot and
one.
successfully roll behind the colour.
That was a glitch. You used to, when it was a foul, you weren't able to re-pick the colour.
Yeah, I've got that a little bit lower down. On the qualified for event screen, it will say something like tournament will begin on 5th of August 2018, for example.
6.
When conceding a frame, the frame incorrectly ends instantly instead of when the opponent misses. That's still a thing in the game.
Oh, that's just a design choice, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's just.
Nicely positioned.
You should be
Not
able
the
to hit
wrong
the
one.
bottom. Sorry?
I think it's a wrong design choice. I like that
Yeah.
you used to be able to watch them finish if you wanted, John.
Yeah.
Like,
You should be able to maybe press a button to skip it, but yeah. You should be able to hit the bottom of the cue ball when in the jaws of the pocket by raising the cue elevation. AI safety shots and commentary glitches are already being worked on, I believe. Having the option to change nominated colour after being forced to pick would be great. Seeing the full tournament tree during career mode would also be good, as to see who you might be playing next and see the results of other matches, particularly in tournaments you're not involved in.
13.
Being
Not a
able to
thing,
change the aiming aid, match length, and difficulty after starting the career mode, because that wasn't
they did that.
an
they added
option.
That. Yeah,
They did add
they did
that,
add
yeah. But I think that was a year into the game or something. Oh no, maybe it was no. I think it was after I'd finished a season, so a decent amount of time. I think I did 80 odd episodes in season 1, Snooker 19.
Oh, look at that
Oh,
big
lovely
sausage.
shot.
There we go.
Wasn't expecting that. Looks safe.
Yeah, get that big sausage out on the table. It would.
Welcome to Snooker Extra.
It would be great to have multiple career mode saves, which
Still not a
again
thing.
they don't have. Which is a shame.
Didn't you have to make a new user to play?
Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah,
Lots of power.
for
on
James
this shot.
made a
Cahill,
whole
Joe
new-
Connor, Jimmy White.
Yep.
All those career modes I had. But
20.
Again, some of this is stuff they would have had. I think that was the main frustration with a lot of people. I think was that some of this was stuff they had in, World Snooker 2005. So
Yeah,
they're not to
yeah.
have it on a game that was 2 generations later seemed ridiculous. Really, like it didn't make any sense to not have it.
Now, was there any features in Snooker 19 that you feel, or that weren't in previous snooker games, that you feel were, elite at the time?
To sink this into the left
You know,
corner
like
pocket.
that you were very happy to see for the first time in a snooker game.
It hasn't really worked out.
I mean,
at
it's
26.
I guess it's evident by what we're doing right now, but the online play is the best online play that ever was in a snooker game. I think, in terms of, it's not ideal for matchmaking with your
Well, I
friends,
think
as I
he's
said
gonna
before
attempt to
this
swerve here.
match, but in terms of the ease of playing opponents and playing one-frame matches and all that stuff, it was
Well,
just very
was a really
smooth,
hard
and
shot, and it hasn't
I
worked
imagine
out
it's
for
the
him at
most
all.
played online snooker game
miss.
ever, because
Stephen
all the
Hall
other
with
games
26. Peter
were much
Evans,
harder to match make, even though the other games did have better things, because in the
Well,
World
real
Snooker
advantage
11 you
here.
could set up
He's
a
put his opponent
best
in
of
again.
19 with your friend and you could save it, and then 6 months later you'd be able to load it up and play it again. Like, I've got one with my friend Duncan, who we set it up, and we could, if we wanted to, load it up and play it, a year later and continue the best of 19 or whatever it was, which is a great feature, and they should have had that, really. Because for a long time, online games on here were the best of 1, and that was it. So that
And
was
I think you
a
can
bit...
only do best of 7 now, can't you? I don't think you can.
And we can look it up. I think
We'll
you're
have a look
probably
at the
right.
end of this, but yeah.
Yeah. But I think the online was much better than any other snooker game.
It was, yeah.
The gameplays, I think,
I've made you
obviously the
take the
best
shot again, by the way.
it doesn't say, for me, it doesn't say that.
Oh, no.
It's your shot.
No, I forced retake, so I'm assuming it's...
Why? I hit the green.
Yeah, it said it was a foul.
It wasn't. I called the green and hit the green. This is a
Right.
brand new feature. Snooker 19 is broken.
You
And
know
this
what,
happened with
Tom?
me and-
You can have this match. You can have this match. Well played.
The sausage wins.
The
by
sausage
default.
wins. He wins by default. There you go. Well played, Stephen Hallworth. But that just about
Generally-
sums up the game, doesn't it?
What you've just seen is a glitch that wasn't in the game even 2 years ago. So I don't know where that's come from, because me and my brother played a game recently, earlier this year, where we had the same thing happen as that, where on my screen it said it was a legal shot, but on his screen it said it was a foul. And
Right.
the game, we were actually trying to set it up so the end of the game, basically there'd be 4 points between us to see what the game would do. Do you know what I mean? Whether it
Yeah,
would say
yeah.
I won or he won. But when we were doing that on the colours, the game just crashed.
Oh,
and
dear.
on his PlayStation, it said he lost. And on my PlayStation, it said that I lost.
So nobody won. Nobody wins.
Yeah, it was very... and that's something that wasn't in the game 2 years ago. So I don't know where that's come from, why that happened. Just stupid, really. There's always new problems that spring up on this game, I find.
Right, next
Just as I was
next
praising-
code for you, by the way, Tom.
Just as I was praising the online play, mate, as well.
I know.
It's come back to
I
bite
know.
me.
It came back to bite you. The next code is LXNE.
Okay, I'm just dressing up a man.
Oh, he's not playing as Rhiannon Evans. Who's not in the game, by the way.
No. They have to add
Unfortunately.
a whole new commentary to mitigate that
Yeah.
fact, you know.
Yeah, but
What
I think
features for you are in the game that you think are elite, as you said?
something silly like the when the ref is going, "Thank you, the 7th frame, Ronnie O'Sullivan to break." Like, genuinely, I think that's one of the best things in the game. The handshakes, of course, at the start of the match. I think that's good. Yeah, I'd love to take those features and put them into some of the older snooker games like WSC 2009. I think those were features back then because they were such polished games. I think they were things I'd be like, right, that needs to be in the next snooker game. In 2009, I guess, but
Did old games have chalk on the table?
Don't think so.
Because that's a nice touch in this game that wasn't in the previous game.
Yeah.
On my gaming channel, Tommy Triangle, I did once do a game online with someone where we made it last 2 hours for one frame just to see all the chalk all over the table.
Yeah.
And it was an absolute mess, and it was just like, that's nice. That's
Is that something that's still in the game?
Yeah. I saw it in a frame we played. I need a new code, by the way. That code.
Oh yeah, LXNE.
LXNE. I don't know what happened there. Right, I'm searching now.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. It feels like we need a mix of this gameplay and stuff from 2005, really. Which I'm annoyed that no one's just gone, oh no! He's back!
He's back! Yeah. I thought in celebration of our very first episode, alternative match fixing punishments.
Oh, is his punishment going to be his costume today?
I think you'll like this one. Hey, there he is. South Shields Snooker Club's owner.
Yeah, he's dressed up like a picnic or something. Beautiful.
Yeah. I don't know if I told you, Tom, but the former manager of South Shields Snooker Hall sadly passed away over the last couple of weeks. So.
I'm sorry to hear that. What was his name?
His name was John Morn. He was actually a very high level amateur player in the game. So I know quite a few people on the amateur scene will have probably known him, back in the day. But yeah, no, he was a very nice man. I was very sad to hear the news of that a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, very much like your cue, Tom. I played with that cue with Crafty Ken, the checkered flag cue.
Nice. I mean, I don't. That was the thing we. Oh my word! I thought that black went, and it didn't. Apparently, I want to see a replay. That's what this game needs. There's no replays. I genuinely don't know why.
Oh, illegal contact again.
Poor attempt.
That's the second.
Foul and a miss. David Lilly, 1.
It's not said that for me.
7.
Well, I'm playing on this time, so.
I just hit. It wasn't. What is wrong with this game?
But that's two in a row that you've hit and it said foul and a miss. 7 away, foul 4 away.
I want to know what happened if I potted it.
So what are the scores on your screen?
8.
It says I'm have to look over my laptop. 8-1 to you.
And mine it's 15-1. That's hilarious.
Because I don't know whether, because my brother's on PS5 as well. I don't know whether it's because I'm on PS4, you're on PS5. Whether that
could be.
adds in a new glitch.
Well,
for some reason.
think that you know how in career mode I can't see the handshakes and stuff anymore. I think that's a PS5 glitch.
Yeah, because I can still see him on PS4.
Yeah. So it is what it is, isn't it? I'll just win.
I think he's lost position here.
Oh,
if you
no!
win by 7 points. Yes,
I'm out of position. But the thing is, on your screen, you might win by 6 points, and I might win by a point. On
no,
on my
quite.
version.
Pretty close though.
He's gone for it. Absolute madness.
Well, it's Liang Wenbo. Come on! Come on!
Liang Wenbo.
Come
I
on!
mean, to be fair, if it's giving you 7 points and it didn't on my screen. That is just classic match fixing, isn't it? Right there.
Yeah, yeah.
You've
I mean,
bribed
I'm also intrigued what's going to happen here if you miss again, or even if you pot it and it calls foul, but on your screen you continue your break.
I've absolutely no idea, mate. Oh, you flash screen on your. Is it
Oh
your
yeah,
Gato?
I seen it there. I think it was just a sort of glitch with the camera. So
Well, we're also having technical issues here. So, right, I hit the yellow. Now, what does it say on your screen?
David Lilly, 1.
David Lilly won. So yeah, you're fine.
And that's it.
This isn't easy.
I think so.
Why do I feel so relieved? That's what should happen.
Not this time. Close, but a miss.
Oh, he's missed it.
He's missed it. He's left him in the balls here.
Wembo's balls.
But yeah. So outside of Snooker 19, obviously we've talked a lot about that so far. What other snooker games do you have good memories of, official and non-official, I guess?
Position looks good for a colour.
Well, 2005 is one of the ones I have good memories of. I just it had a massive list of different players. It had loads of different tournaments. The gameplay, the presentation, I think, is what, as we've said, really sets it apart from most games since. Really, just something about it just felt right, and it felt like the whole.
9.
I think the fact that it looked like a broadcast thing, which this does to an extent, but I don't know. I think if it had the BBC colours or something, do you know what I mean? It would just be a little thing that would make you feel like you're watching it live. And they could do that. They could have, ideally that's what you'd want. You'd want, this tournament is the Masters, so it's got the BBC colours and the BBC commentary, and this tournament is Eurosport commentary and Eurosport colours.
Absolutely. I've got no problem with the concept of having the Eurosport commentary team. I just think it would be nice to have different voices in there for different tournaments. And maybe you could choose, like on FIFA, where you could choose if you wanted Clive Tildesley and Andy Townsend, or if you wanted Martin Tyler and Andy Gray.
Drop into the centre pocket.
Oh, that's a poor miss. That is a poor miss.
It's a bad miss.
Oh, I feel like Willie Fawn.
David Lilly.
Wrong colour, but yeah. Yeah. Yeah, any others?
Yeah, WSC 11 I really enjoyed. I know it's probably not as polished as the other ones, but it was the most recent one for a long time, and I played it a lot with my friend Duncan. We played it a lot online. I liked the career mode. I liked the fact you could play pool. I didn't play it too often, but I liked the fact there was a pool career mode that you could play through. I liked the golden cue aspect. That was a really interesting mode where you play snooker, then you play 8-ball, then you play 9-ball, and it'd all calculate your results against one player. I thought that was really cool. It wasn't perfect. I liked the fact it had a bit of a weird, glitchy Virgo commentary. I thought that was part of the charm, to be honest.
What's quite funny, Tom, and this is just the nerd I am, but the commentary that he has in WSC 11 is the commentary that was added from 07 to 07 and 09 alongside the 2005 commentary, but it's removed the 2005 commentary from it, so it's only the new comments, like about the cucumber sandwiches, and
which is a lie. It's a lie, the cucumber sandwiches.
Well, that makes me think that maybe it's generated Virgo, because it sounds different to the studio version, like the 2005
I reckon it's you.
version.
I think it's you doing an impression. I think there'll be another snooker game that's got a slightly dodgy Dennis, and then in the credits it will say Dennis voiced by Joe Hannard.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to look at the credits and see if it is John Virgo, but yeah.
It will say just J Virgo, and it'll be someone different.
Yeah, it'll be Kentucky Fried Virgo.
I'm loving Joe's
Well, it
snooker
goes.
video
Half
game
chance here.
conspiracies as a section.
That's a top shot.
Where's the cue ball going? It's okay. But
Safe.
no, I did like that one.
Mm.
I think for a while I played a game called International Snooker.
Yeah,
on
weirdly, I
PS3.
played that one as well. Yeah.
But it's not. Again, because there's no licenses. It's not got as much immersion or anything like that.
Mm.
Not fine as a game. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think the AI was quite janky though, which was not great. Like you'd win quite a lot of matches because of the free miss rule, where they would just
That's okay, I think.
panic
Not
and they would
ideal,
just mess up, and you go fine. All right.
I like how they had the 3-miss rule in it though, because they didn't have that in the official snooker games until Snooker 19. So
That's true. That was.
they didn't even really have foul and a miss as a thing. You just you had to either make them play again from where the cue ball rested, or play the shot yourself.
Yeah. What games
Well,
did you?
that's
What
not
snooker games
worked
did
out
you
quite
play? I
as
mean, you've
intended
played.
to.
I think if you played pretty much all of them over the years.
I think. Well, I've played them all for a series I did called The Retro Show. Pretty much all of them, anyway. Certainly the official ones. I mean, 2005, I think, was my first snooker game. I think. And I think spoiled by how good that was. I went back and played 2004. That's the one with the sort of classic matches on it. I quite like that one. Where you've got the sort of dodgy Ted Lowe impression. The 1940 World Snooker Championship final between Joe Davis and his younger brother Fred.
That was actually a better impression of Ted Lowe than is in that game. That was fantastic.
Oh dear, I played for the yellow there. I didn't see there was another red on the table.
So yeah,
I
you
really-
played 2005.
so-
That was your favourite one.
I'm just working out at the minute, Tom. I'm 30 points ahead on your game, but I'm 37 points ahead on my game. So I'm tempted to miss this and let you win and see what happens. Oh no! I didn't mean to pot it. Oh dear. Oh,
I
dear.
accidentally won.
I
Gosh,
accidentally won. No, I tell you what I'll do though. Because what am I? 30. Well, I'm 31 in front on your game. I'm going to go in
Going
off
for the left corner
this
pocket.
green.
That's a foul, but it doesn't
There we
matter.
go.
Foul.
So
Liang
if I
Wenbo.
So if you pot all the balls, you'll tie. But I'll be really intrigued what'll happen.
He looks to be playing
Because in your world, we'll have tied. But in my world, I'll have won.
like the multiverses, this is snooker multiverse. This is amazing.
on. He's playing for the right corner here.
Shot. Yeah, so 2005. Honestly, 2009 blew me away. That was the first sort of real one. That they called it WSC Real. And you sort of had your own coach and you had newspaper clip-ins. And the only thing that lets down 2009, in my opinion, is the maximum length of match you can have is best of 19.
Yeah, that was a real. I mean, excuse the pun, but it was a
5.
step up in terms of, the career mode, feeling like you were actually a player. Do you know what I mean? It really did feel. It felt good, and it felt like, oh, they've actually put effort into this, and no other game has done that. No other snooker game, which is a bit of a shame, I think, because
9.
I love stuff like the journey on FIFA. I feel like I don't always think the storytelling's great, but as a concept, I think it's really good, and I like the idea of it being an RPG kind of storytelling thing. I think that's really fun as an idea.
Well, he's taking it on to the left
Oh
corner.
no! Oh, where's it
Dear,
going?
oh dear. Dear me. Hang on.
Lily, 9.
I never concentrate. It's really hard to concentrate on
Out.
You can't do
playing.
that.
when you're. I thought you were going to fluke it again. He's going to fluke it. He's
No,
going to fluke it. He's going to keep
not.
going. But no, 09 was a good one.
In contrast, though, I've played Jimmy White's Cue Ball,
This
and
really
that's
is
not
Yeah.
quite
Oh, for
quite
God's
up to the
sake.
same level, I'm afraid.
Well, it's from a different era, I suppose. It's that was before the official games, and that was the reason that Jimmy White was never in an official game until Snooker 19, because he was too
Yeah.
busy doing his own game.
Yeah. But do let us know in the comments if you have any opinions about snooker games.
Or just anything, comment anything you
Well,
want.
anything, yeah, of course. But and let us know if you like this sort of style, a bit more laid back, not really structured. We will have probably after this match. Actually, we'll do our usual segments: cue the music, cue the laughter, before finishing off with one final match. But yeah, it's been nice to come back to this. Actually, it is a game that certainly I think means a lot to me and you, Tom.
Along the cushion.
Just for sort of the opportunities that we've had from it.
well played. That was made more difficult due to the rest being.
Yeah, it's been a good one, and it's just a shame that we haven't really got one on the horizon.
It's Black Bull to
This-
possibly win the match or possibly not.
Well, it'll be to tie surely on your game, but here we go. He's potted the black. Now what's going to happen?
David
Oh,
Lily, 18.
So the black came back on the table,
Match, Liang Wenbo.
but now it's just said Liang Wenbo wins on mine.
For me, it says 58-all, and it's your shot.
Well, I've already won, Tom. I'm sorry.
Liang Wenbo's walked off. David Lilly sat down. He's waiting for him to take the shot. Wenbo's left the arena.
He's gone. Right,
So
well,
are you back at the main menu?
I'm back
'Cause
at
just
the
stuck
menu.
here.
I'm back at the
all
main
I can
menu.
do is concede the frame or the match.
what I'd love to know what would have happened had you had the shot.
Oh, it said player disconnected, but it still gave you the win anyway.
Oh, well, there you go.
Wow, it says you won, and it says total points winner 58, total match points 116. Even though it's a draw, it gave Wenbo the win. This is match fixing at its highest, mate. This is unbelievable.
Yeah, but just to take a little break away from the gameplay, shall we cue the laughter, Tom?
Yeah, let's do it. Do you have a I think Joe's brought the laughter and the music this episode.
Yes, I have actually, and you might remember, Tom, there was some video game related merchandise a few weeks ago. Do you have any recollection of what I might be talking about?
Oh no, is this not on the podcast?
It might have been. It might not have been.
I'm worried because I know that not on the podcast. I sent Joe a link to buy 100 World Snooker beer mats from World Snooker 2007.
You mean these?
No! Oh.
You mean these, Tom?
What possible use do we have for these?
Well, I mean, very much display item. To be fair, Tom, I'm very, I'm very happy with these. There's some things I've bought that are useless. This is useless. However, it is so niche and so cool that I'm very happy. So it is for audio listeners a World Snooker Championship 2007 beer mat. It's a pack of 100. I got in contact with. I mean, you'll remember, Tom. It was an eBay listing. I think it was about $8.99 for this stack of 100, and you suggested, offer him a couple of quid, see what happens. So I said, is there any chance you'd do a buy it now for me? And they got back to me and they said, yes, I've ended the listing. I've put it back on as a buy it now. Here you go. And rather cheekily, they put it up to $9.99 as the price.
Oh.
So I bought them naturally.
What you paid for?
So yeah.
Oh, this is not how you haggle. You don't put the price.
So this here, Tom, is worth 10 pence. I will have you know, 10 pence. But it does have two sides to it. It does have two sides. And we have a little bit on the back saying, take on the world's greatest, all the greatest players, all the greatest tournaments, all in the only official game of World Snooker Championship 2007. Out now. Win a PlayStation 3. I mean, there's a text code. Text WSC 2007 to 80880 to win.
What's the, sorry, what do I have to text?
WSC 2007
Yeah.
to 80880. And that is to win a PlayStation 3 and the official game of World Snooker.
Don't think you'll be able to see it.
Yeah, no, that is right. That is right. Yeah. He's going to send it. Tax will be charged at your standard operator's rate. Terms and conditions apply.
I couldn't send message.
Sad times. But
I tried everyone. It couldn't send the message.
Well, we'll try WSC all one word. All WSC 2007 all one word. Because that's how it is on the...
I'll be honest, mate. I think the main issue might be the phone number. I don't know whether it still works. No, it doesn't work, mate. It doesn't work.
Sad times.
I really want you to win the PS3 and WSC.
We're only 17 years out of date, Tom, with that one. A little bit late. But yeah, Tom sent me that, and genuinely, I was like, what on earth? But then I was like, I'm genuinely tempted. And I stewed on it a couple of days. And then I went back and I thought, you know what? I'll regret it if I don't buy these. So I bought it, Tom.
Buy it? No one else in the world would ever have bought that, Joe.
I bought it, and now I have 100 beer mats.
Well, you've got 99 unopened, is that right?
99 unopened and one for my display purposes. But I think it's quite a cool thing, actually. You know,
what are you going to do with? I know you, Joe. I reckon you'll keep at least 10. So what are you going to do with 90 of these? Are you going to? We could give them out to listeners. We could we can go to Sheffield and just put them in a pub and leave them somewhere just randomly.
Well, to be fair, Tom, I'm planning on keeping them all. However, I am open to the idea of doing a giveaway of a couple at some point in the next 12 months.
If we get them signed by players, I reckon we can make a profit on these.
I don't want to sell them. I'm definitely keeping some of them.
You're definitely keeping 100 of them, Joe. No one's going to want them.
I disagree. I think the likes of Matt and Fionn, I think they're going to really appreciate this. Tom, I think this is going to be like gold dust.
Yeah, I mean, I really love Joe's positivity. Do you know what I mean? But that is, do you know what's weird? Is I found the link to them. Delusion, and that's probably the right word. But
how did you find them, Tom? How did you find them?
It was during, basically, all over the World Championship. Every day I was going on eBay, I was just typing in snooker, and I would literally type in snooker, I would sort by condition, put used, and then put newly listed. So I'd see all the new snooker items that weren't people trying to sell, brand new things. Because otherwise, if you put new, it comes up with brand new snooker cues and all that stuff. So it gives me the more obscure things. And throughout the World Championship, every day I'd log on because I'd think, well, it's the World Championship. This is when people are going to list all the weirdest crap to try and get rid of it. And I found this for Joe, and literally in my head I thought, well, I can't talk about it on the podcast. It's probably a bit too niche, a bit of a weird item. I thought I'd send it to Joe as a non-podcast thing because I thought there's no way he's actually going to buy it. I just thought it was quite a weird item that I was like, no one's going to actually buy this. Joe, look how ridiculous this listing is. A week later, apparently Joe's bought it. He's paid more than the original listing price for it. He's got
it's been sat on my shelf for weeks, Tom. I've been waiting for my moment to tell you about this. I panicked the other week when I said it was a snooker related parcel. I thought you would have suspicions that I'd bought it.
I didn't think you were going to buy this one, Joe. I thought I knew in my heart if anyone was going to buy it, it was me or you, or it would never ever sell. Like, for all I know, this could have been on eBay since 2007. I can't actually say for certain, but it's gone. Joe has bought 100 beer mats from World Snooker 2007.
I mean, what's great, Tom? You know, got the matching game. I've actually got 2 copies of this game because I also have it on PS3. So there you go. Family of World Snooker 2007s.
What a lovely family it is, mate. I mean, have you got it on
lovely
Xbox?
family.
Is it on Xbox?
I haven't got it on Xbox, actually. No.
Yet.
Yeah. But there you go. There you go. There's your cue the laughter, Tom.
I don't know what... I'm so confused. Oh, it's my favourite thing, Joe. This is absolutely brilliant. I think we should... I want you to keep all 100, actually. For a second, I was like, maybe we should do a giveaway, but no. I want Joe to keep all 100 of these.
I think we should maybe... We should maybe take maybe 5 or 10 of these to give away to viewers. But, you know, if people want them, we'll see what the comment section reaction is to it, Tom. If people are wanting these, then we'll maybe run some sort of competition to win one.
And Joe can sign them. You can get a
Joe will sign
signed
them.
World Snooker 2017.
You can have a signed one. I won't sign the front. I'll sign the back.
No, I want you to sign over Sean Murphy's face, and then that will appear on eBay in 5 years, and we'll still be doing the podcast. And I'll be like, Joe, have you seen what's on eBay? Someone's selling your signed World Snooker beer mat, signed by Joe Hannard. They'll say,
yeah. I mean, maybe
for a tenner.
Yeah, it might go for a tenner. Yeah, it might do. I mean, we're going in the right way in terms of fame, Tom, because we had 240 views on the last episode, which is our most viewed podcast yet on the new channel. So it's going up in the world. So thank you very much for your support on that. And do let us know what you think of the beer mats. I actually really like them. You know, I've bought a lot of rubbish in my time, but that is one that I don't think I'll regret. I've had them 3 weeks and I don't regret it yet. So there you go. So thanks for that, Tom. More money down the drain.
That's all right, mate. This is one of my favourite things you've bought, because most things they can be displayed, they look nice, but this is pure pointless snooker tat, and in a way that is the best snooker tat that you can find.
Yeah.
It's the stuff that's completely pointless.
Oh dear. Right, shall we cue the music, Tom?
I don't think it's going to top that, unless it is a song about snooker beer mats. I don't know whether it will top that, mate, but okay, let's do it.
Well, it is not, unfortunately, a song about snooker beer mat. However, it is snooker game related, and we've talked about it a couple of times, I think. However, this song we've not reviewed at all. And that is the original snooker theme, BBC snooker theme, Drag Racer, which some people will have heard a sort of, was an 8-bit version of the of the theme at the start of our podcasts.
Yeah, I went on popular website Fiverr where you can commission people to do freelance work, and I found a guy who made sort of 8-bit sort of chiptune versions of songs. So I got him to do us a little version of Drag Racer that would occasionally pop up like, as the end credits to the podcast, or we'll probably put up the whole song as well. I mean, that could be a cued music. We can, if we wanted to, I suppose we could do a cued music of a song that I've effectively commissioned. We could do that, but that's sort of our. Because I thought we need a little bit of a credits music at the end of the podcast. So that's what we've got. But today, Joe, I believe you told me we're going to be looking at. Thematically, it's going to be a video game version, right? We've had the Snooker 19 gameplay. We've chatted about snooker video games a lot, and I presume today, Joe, is this related?
It is, yeah. It's the World Snooker 2005 version of Drag Racer, which was played in the intro of the game, and it was the first updated version. I think until that point, they'd played the sort of really old BBC version of it. But now, yeah, they've updated it for 2005, Tom. So look, shall we get it up? Well, there you go, Tom. That is World Snooker Championship 2005, the introduction song version of Drag Racer. What are your initial thoughts?
Just like a real wave of nostalgia, a real wave of sort of booting this game up. And you have that thing with games, I think, quite a lot, is that when it's a game you've played many times, you do have a real, almost like an emotive reaction to the intro music. Less so with Snooker 19, because anyone who's played Snooker 19 will know that even 5 years after release, it starts with a noise where it goes like, woo! At the start, and it's really loud and really deafening, and it doesn't fit snooker. I don't know why it's in the game, and I hate it. But this is what the intro should be. It's just, you know, nostalgic to the video game, but also like related to the BBC snooker stuff, and that's what they've got right. This, strangely enough, this trailer probably sums up a lot of what we took 20 minutes to say really earlier on. In that, what this game got right was it felt like a presentation on TV, because you had the BBC music right there. You've got the referee who's part of the gameplay. You've got the bit where he hands the check to the players, and you know the players wave to the crowd. You've got the intros. It's got all these little touches that just make it feel a bit more like you are playing at the Crucible and you are controlling a player who's playing on telly. And that song is just it's just brilliant, mate, isn't it? Isn't it just like, I know it is, it's a cover really of the original, but it's very hard to do that song badly, surely.
Yeah. I think what's nice is that they've put their own spin on it. You know, that's a version of Drag Racer that doesn't exist anywhere else. It's but it fits the game. it's modernized. It's more like a country style, I guess. Sort of Western. It feels like it would almost fit Red Dead Redemption. But yeah, no, it's great. I
Mate,
think.
Can you create your own character in Red Dead Redemption?
In the online version, yeah.
Can you do a Let's Play as Dennis Taylor in Red Dead Redemption?
What with that music?
Yeah, and the whole thing is you going around Red Dead and talking as Dennis every time you encounter different cowboys.
Hazel, howdy, Hazel.
Saddle up, Hazel.
You're a good boy, Hazel.
Oh, there we go. That's very progressive of Dennis on gender there. That's very good to hear. Good job, Dennis.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So, out of 10, Tom, what would you give it?
Do you know what? I think it's tricky with stuff like this when there is a real... You've got the nostalgia, you've got the fact it's a tune already, you've got the fact it's just a classic, and I'm wary of giving too many songs a 10 because I don't feel like we should give too many songs a 10, and in my head I'm worried that if we review 5 versions of Drag Racer, it could be 5 10s. But saying that, I'm going to give it a 10 anyway.
Ooh, well, very good. I actually agree with you, and I didn't want to give it a 10, so I gave it a 9.5. So
that's a fair outcome, I think. It means
so there
it's not
we go.
Quite,
yeah. 9.75. That puts it above the Mark Selby Snooker song, into number 3 in the charts. So it's just behind the 2 versions of Snooker Loopy, which are of course by the Matchroom Mob, and that brilliant version a few episodes ago from Chris Reed. So yeah, really excited about Cue the Music. It's come together very nicely. We've got a bit more variety in there now, Tom. I was getting a bit worried for a while that we were just going to listen to various versions of Snooker Loopy, but there you go. I mean, that's not the only music in World Snooker Championship 2005. I don't think maybe this episode will talk about that, but there is some menu music as well. I don't know whether you want to talk about that right now. We could do.
Shall we do it?
Let's
It's not
do
too
it.
long, is it? Shall we jump into it? Why not?
Let's go. So
this is the... You introduce this, mate.
So yeah, this is the menu music. So when you've got past the intro, this is what you'll be greeted with. So yeah, ready when you are, Tom. I mean, don't you just love, Tom, that somebody has taken the time to record that on their PlayStation 2 and upload it to YouTube?
That's just fantastic, man. Just the fact that, and it's nice, really, because that video we've watched, just people in the comments of that video. There's only a couple of comments, but someone goes, "Oh, this really brings back memories," and it does. Do you know what I mean? It's got similar to the previous song in this episode. It just brings back the many hours you would while away playing a video game, and the joy that would bring you, and the happiness you'd feel, and and it's just a great song. You can tell there's a real effort has gone into that. It's not. They could have just reused the Drag Racer song, but they went, no, we want our own menu music, and someone's put in hard work, and they've put time and effort and money and all these things behind it, and it makes a difference, because it means there's more of an atmosphere when you're at a game menu, which is a minor thing really, but you notice it when it's not there. So the fact it's there is just like both of these today, I've wanted to just play them again straight away. I wanted to replay them. Yeah, just great.
So, out of 10, Tom?
9.5.
Ooh, it's interesting because you've knocked it down half a mark. I've knocked it down half a mark as well, because I don't think it's quite at Drag Racer level. It's very, very good. It's very catchy. It's a bit of an earworm. And the nostalgia is very, very much real there. However, had I not been looking for the version of Drag Racer, I wouldn't have remembered that song just off my own accord. You know, as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh yeah, that's the menu music. And I think you were the same, but it's not one that we necessarily remember fully. But yeah, I gave it a 9, so that gives it a 9.25. That knocks it straight into 4th place, just below Drag Racer. So there you go. 2 very strong new entries to the Cue the Music league table. And yeah, hopefully, if you are watching the video version of this, you enjoyed the sort of few minutes that I've put in there of those musical clips, because, you know, they certainly mean a lot to me and Tom of how many hours we've played and listening to that music. So yeah, hopefully, even if you've never played those games before, you're listening to it and thinking, wow, you know, those games back in the past. But yeah, there you go, Tom. There you go. Shall we have one more match on Snooker 19 to finish off the episode?
Let's do one more. And we will say, if you're someone who's not played snooker video games and you still listen to this episode, thank you. Because, well, I know we've probably got a mix of some people who love snooker, some who love video games, some who love both. But, you know, we've spent a lot of time playing them over the years. And we have, yeah. It's one of our passions. It's kind of the meeting of the passion for the sport and the meeting of the passion for video games, and it's a perfect mix of the two, isn't it, I suppose? And
actually, I think that was how you first found me, wasn't it, through World Snooker Championship 2005, so...
That's true, that's very true, Joe. And look at us now, who thought all those years back then we'd be reviewing the menu music?
Well, yeah, exactly. I have got my player set up, so let me know when you have.
I am ready.
Okay, so it's WLLJ.
WLLJ. I am searching now.
Okay, I'm excited to see who you've gone for here.
A bit of a obvious name, I'd say, this one.
Oh! I thought...
So close to picking Dale as well.
Yeah, we could have had Dominic Dale versus Dominic Dale.
I thought you were going to pick him, so I didn't want to tread on your Dale toes, as they
tread on my Dale toes. Well, thanks, Tom. I appreciate it.
Gone for Rod the... Oh! Is that going to be a foul, or will the game just get confused?
Oh,
again?
God, it's going to be a free ball as well. Oh, no, not quite. Not quite.
Foul and a miss.
Yeah, don't make me retake it, because it'll glitch.
Okay. Selected to play on here.
I was hoping to play the Hossein Vafai shot there. By the way, we're playing at the York Barbican this time.
Why is the? Can you see that bottle? The water bucket. It's very green.
Well, I'll see it once. I guess once I'm sort of viewing your shot. Oh yeah, that's really weird.
What's Rod done there? He's put like a plant in the pot for some reason.
Oh well, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
not the best safety there.
Oh,
1.
you potted one. Did you?
Yeah, of course I did. Of course I
Oh.
did, mate. Yeah.
Honestly, I had a completely different shot on my screen. Completely different. The balls ended up in a completely different location. Oh, are you rolling me behind the pink?
No, I overhit it.
Oh, right.
1.
Oh no, it's gone wrong.
Right, here we go. Should we try and get a Dominic Dale century going?
Oh no, thank you. Can't imagine anything worse.
1.
Do you like my outfit, by the way?
Oh, he looks beautiful, mate.
I thought we'd hark back to his outfit for the Shanghai Masters victory.
Yeah, he's done it. It's a shame you can't do more, really. I'd love to be able to change his hair colour and.
Well, to be fair,
Yeah,
he's got quite blonde hair in
Oh,
this.
taking the red on.
Blonder
does.
hair than I remember him having in 2019, but
What a pot.
I was going to say, it feels more like 2007 with that hair.
yeah.
8.
Does that black go? It does. But yeah, I've been to the Barbican before. Oh no!
Well, he's done it his way and it's gone wrong.
Oh no!
Here.
Dominic
Oh.
Dale, 8.
I really wanted to get a century there. I even came round to
Oh,
look to see if that black went.
I've just remembered there's another thing that looks weird in this game is that they've taken the time to put the cameras in, but there's no camera people behind them.
Yeah, they're AI cameras. It's almost like Daleks just waiting there.
Oh, has there ever been snooker in Doctor Who? Does the Doctor ever play?
I'm
go back
going to
to-
go with a big no, probably, but
Can he not go back to 1985 and change the result? And that can be a big
yeah.
storyline,
There's
where
an idea for the next season, you know.
the Daleks.
Well, I tell you what, Doctor.
Oh, why is Dennis not the assistant?
I love your outfit, by the way. He's got a German bow tie on.
Yep.
And this was the other weird thing in this game. You had to unlock them through online tournaments. All of these outfits and through
Well, and they never
career mode.
told you really how to get them or what you had to do or. And
It's just really
I remember
weird.
you kept
Oh,
saying
no.
you wanted a black
I
waistcoat.
just want a
and you never got
normal
it.
black waistcoat in this game.
And they're like, no, you can't have it. You can have a bloody polka dot bow tie, but you can't have a black waistcoat for some reason.
I just wanted Ronnie to be in a full black outfit, but yeah, we just couldn't have that.
To drop gently into the pocket.
Which seems a bit silly to me.
22.
Did you ever play Ronnie O'Sullivan Snooker?
What,
The game
on PS3?
It's- Yeah.
Or PS Mini or whatever it was called.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I did play it.
Decent position on the
It's a
break.
very
It'd be a
weird
game where
game.
You play through the career of Ronnie O'Sullivan, and I think at
Yeah.
one point you play against that 6-year-old Ronnie or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That should be a Let's Play on your channel because I guarantee no one's done a Let's Play of that.
Yeah.
I don't imagine it's great because it's a PSP Mini, but you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I was talking about getting a Sentry. I think Tom's on for one here.
30.
Go on, what's your highest break in this game? Do you remember?
I think I got a 140.
Ooh.
I'm quite sure that's what it was. I've never got a 147 on the game. I think the closest I got was once I got
30.
to like, I don't know, was it? I can't remember. I haven't do the maths in my head. Was it 97 or something like that I got to?
Oh,
Is that right?
that's quite close.
Yeah, I was gutted.
Well, I remember
You've
in
got-
the very first sort of stream I
The
did.
left corner.
Oh no, it was the first time I played online, I think,
Nicely done.
and
Excellent cueing.
I got to
27.
the yellow, I think, out of a 147.
Yellow.
Yellow, and I missed the yellow, but yeah, I remember recording that, and it was a 147 attempt. But yeah, I think I've had 6 147s.
Wow.
I did. I got 155, if you remember.
Great technique. Superb
Oh,
cueing.
you did, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
World
Yeah.
record break.
Yeah. It was against Sean Murphy in the World Championship. He'd missed the reds on the break-off shot. And
Oh, no, I've missed that. Bugger.
One or two
Oh,
mistakes
dear.
starting to
You
creep
can
Oh,
just see
dear.
the chalk there on the table. You can see a little
Yes,
bit of chalk there.
yeah.
Rod Lawler,
Yeah.
38.
He's attempting
Rod
to
the Plod,
sink this into the
38.
left corner pocket.
Right, you've had your fun,
That's a
Tom.
top shot.
I have had my fun, mate, yeah. I'm
Playing
still
with
expecting to
plenty.
glitch out and give you the win either way, to be honest, so... Oh, look at that for a shot.
I tried to sort of banana it around the middle pocket, but didn't quite work. It's one of those shots I'd be able to do in real life, but not in the game. Weirdly,
This is a hard
one of the
chance.
very, very few.
Oh, wonderful shot.
8.
And by the way, me and Tom have some footage of when we played snooker at Hazel Grove Snooker Club, don't we? On I think it's on your channel.
Yeah, it'll be
believe.
on one of the playlists, though, on our on the Snooker Loopy channel with me and Joe playing, Joe tried the tough table challenge, and then we did the
About
simple table
700
challenge. Which is,
times, yeah.
you did all right, mate. You got, what was it, 16?
16, yeah.
16.
It's a tough table. It's a tough
The
table,
tough
guys.
tough table, Hazel.
The tough Hazel challenge.
Right, I'm going to try and get on that red on the left-hand side cushion via 1, 2, 3, 4 cushions.
Not the shot he was aiming for there.
It's not quite quick enough. It's the right line, but oh dear.
Oh, yeah, he's knocked it safe. Well, as safe as any ball is in this game, but
He's playing the double. He's playing the double. He's playing the double. Ooh.
wow. Houston, we have a problem. He's missed.
Dominic
He's
Dale,
missed a double.
23.
Dominic Dale, 31. So 14 points the lead for Tom. There's 3 reds left on the table for those of you that aren't watching this.
Oh, if
And-
anyone's listening to an audio version of us playing Snooker 19, you are the kings of the podcast.
There's
That
2
is
reds on the
commitment.
side cushion, and there's 1 up by the green, which I think Tom will be having a go at here.
What, do you know why I'm playing a shot like this? But
Well, he's having a go at it, Hazel.
Power.
Oh!
how did that not go?
Oh, where's the green going?
These penalty points could make all the difference.
These penalty points could be costly.
Dominic Dale, 4.
He's chosen to play on.
Oh,
Look
so
at this for a
lucky.
risky shot, though, Tom.
That's a top quality
What's he
shot with
doing?
the wrist.
Oh.
Not easy at all.
Well, what a pot that is.
Tell you what, mate, the reason that went in is all because Dominic Dale was having sex with a French woman. That's the entire reason that went in.
Yeah, that's actually in his bio on Snooker 19. But you have to put a cheat code in to enter that, to find that.
Oh, I miss cheat codes. I swear they're not a thing anymore. They used to be so big during the PS2, PS1 era, weren't they?
Yeah, yeah. I wonder if there's any cheat codes for any snooker games.
There's a cheat code to unlock everything in one of them, I'm sure.
Okay.
Because I think you did a video once where your game crashed and you had to put in the cheat code to.
Oh yeah, I think that was the classic matches, I think, wasn't it?
He's lost position.
I
here.
don't know whether there's any silly cheats. I remember like
16.
back in the day on Pro Evo, there'd be a cheat where you'd get to play as penguins and stuff like that. I don't think there's anything quite like that in a snooker game, but
I'd love it if there was. Right, I'm going to play a cocked-hat double here. Oh, it's close. It's close. Oh, that was close.
wow.
16.
6 points the difference here. Cue ball's just beneath the black, and Tom's got a red on the right-hand side cushion, and he's missed it.
Close, but he's missed
He's
it.
put the brown safe, though, and he's got it safe.
Oh, the long potting game's not been on today.
But we all know that Dominic Dale will be playing the double. He's playing
Dominic
the double.
Dale.
Oh, it's nearly... Oh, it was nearly a treble. How about the treble? I always like the pose of the of the players as well. You know, really, they've just got their arse in the camera, haven't they? Pretty much.
Tricky pot coming up.
Well, it's what the fans want, mate.
Oh,
Just brilliant.
well, what a cracker from Tom!
Yeah. And that's what they say when they see their arse. What a cracker. All the
What a
time.
cracker! What a cracking crack that is.
Yeah.
This young Chinese player.
I swear part of sort of the one of the many things we've done on this podcast is we've turned Dennis into an absolute maniac with his commentary.
Oh, where's the cue ball going?
Pretty sure that's not
Dear me.
intending.
7.
I played it, mate. It's fine. It's fine.
Dear me. Dear me. Do you remember in I think it was World Snooker 2007, like the crowd would have a real like whine if you missed something.
They take it really personally. You'd be like, mate, just, you know.
Oh.
This is not easy.
I like how their heads follow the ball as well. It's quite funny.
Yeah.
I just thought them, they'll just kind of go.
Look at that for a position
Yeah.
shot. Superb.
Oh, I'm worried Tom's going to win this.
I like the fact it's got our usernames where the players sit. I think there's a nice little touch from this as well.
Yes, yeah.
This game.
Oh, well, his long potting's not been good today, but this is frame and match ball for Tom. Can he
Just
put
needs
the blue? Oh, he's missed it.
But not quite.
Oh no!
Well. It's going to be a black ball final, Tom.
Rod Lawler.
It's going to be a... Well, is it? He's still got to pot the blue and the pink.
I assume he'd take this on.
Quality queuing there. Really good.
Now, Tom, I'm going to leave this in the hands of luck. I'm going to play the cannon on the black. So that it's not, just a dead cert. I'm going to see what happens here. So here we go. He's played the cannon double case. Oh, where's the black going? Oh, it's not ideal.
11.
It's not ideal. I might have to play the cocked hat double again here, Tom. He's playing the cocked hat double. Oh no, this is nowhere near. Oh dear. Oh, this isn't an easy shot though. This is not an easy shot. Oh, well, it's a black ball final after all these years. Steve, can you believe it?
If this goes in, that'll be.
Oh, he's played it into the middle. Where's the cue ball going?
Not quite
He's
close
got it safe. He's got it safe. Oh dear. I can't believe you played that into the middle. That was an insane shot to take on.
Just building the tension, mate. Just building it up.
And Dominic Dale playing the double. Oh, but it's gone safe. It's gone safe, everybody. Well, this is simply unbelievable.
Look how serious the players look wearing these stupid costumes.
Well, Rod the Plod, he's got the next. Oh, he's gonna. Oh, I thought you were just gonna whack it. Oh, it's a good shot. That it's a good shot. He's put it back on the black spot. It's a respotted black. Oh dear, this is a horrible shot. I'm gonna play the double kiss.
The DDK.
Well, no, this will be the DDK delightful double kiss if this comes off.
Playing this with the
This could
correct
go
voice is
anywhere.
Very important.
Oh dear. He's got it safe.
What?
Oh, this is cracking. He's got it safe. Or has he? Or is Tom going to try and cut this in? He might well do. John.
Try that.
Well, I think he must be. Oh, he's played the cocked hat. Where's it going to finish? Where's it going to finish?
Oh.
Oh, well. He's devastated. He's devastated. Well, what's Dominic Dale looking at here? This is pure insanity. What's he doing? Oh, what a shot! Why did he play it into that pocket?
I think we need to do a drug test on both players after this match.
Well, that was great. That was great. But there you go. There you have it. That was Snooker 19. Of course, our deep dive on snooker video games. I'm sure we've got a hell of a lot to talk about, in the future on this topic. And it's something close to both of our hearts. Let us know your favourite memories of video games of snooker history down below in the comments. Get involved in the email at snookerloopypodcast@gmail.com. And I believe Fionn got in contact on the email, Tom. So
He did.
I don't know. I don't know if you've got it, Tom, or whether you want me to read it out.
I can get it up. I can find it out. Do a quick edit
But we also had one back from Banksy as well. Still chipping away at doing some merch ideas for us, but yeah, I think it would only be right if you read this one out, Tom, as Fionn is, of course, Dominic Dale's #1 fan. But
perfect timing, really. After he'll be delighted at that Dominic Dale victory. I'm sure he'll be celebrating by probably listening to another hour of Dominic's music. He says, hello, it's Dominic Dale's #1 fan. So he's called himself Dominic Dale's #1 fan, Fionn. That's his new name.
there you go. Space Sausage fan.
How are you both? I've included a few My Way puns in here. No real reason, I just felt like it. So Fionn's definitely lost his mind. I think we can be perfectly sure that Fionn has been driven crazy by My Way. And he says, I'm just writing to let you know that I've travelled each and every highway of YouTube. And I've found a song that could be used as a cue to music. Maybe I've bitten off more than I can chew with this, because I've zero idea what any of it means, but it's a bit of a vibe, and it's not somebody singing Snooker Loopy. So clearly Fionn's furious that we've had too many Snooker Loopies, Joe.
Well,
Clearly,
yes,
he's not happy.
I think he's just a bit salty that he didn't get enough to beat Everlasting Love, to be honest.
I'd just like to kick off the scoring, if I may. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll give it, drum roll, an 8. He's given it an 8,
Wow,
Joe, this song.
there you go. But that is a future cue the music, isn't it?
Well, I mean, Fionn at the moment, he's giving My Way a rating, he's giving this future one a rating. We might have to add Fionn to the scoreboard at this rate.
Yeah. Let us know what you'd give Drag Racer and WSC 2005 menu music, Fion.
You don't have to do that, mate, because I worry that if we invite every listener, we'll have Ian,
We'll be inundated.
Banksy, we'll have everyone just messaging us. They'd all have their thing, and it's already a big enough Excel spreadsheet as it is.
It is rather. But no, I've thoroughly enjoyed that, Tom. I don't know about you, but yeah, thanks to everybody at home for your support. I'm really glad you are enjoying the podcast in its new form, and onwards and upwards. Obviously, as more snooker comes around, we will talk about some real life snooker, but at the moment we're just dotting around some random topics and having a great time of it, I think.
Yeah, and if there's an idea for a theme or topic you want us to cover, because I mean, me and Joe have much like Joe's beer mats, we've got hundreds of these ideas in our heads, so we could easily come up with stuff. But if anyone's got any special things you want to send us our way, or a theme,
send us our way.
Oh, 10 out of 10. That was beautiful. That was amazing.
Thanks, Tom.
I might just clip that and just...
No. The end is near. And so we'll end the Snooker Loopy podcast. My friend.
Out, Joe.
Yeah. He's got the cue ball out. Where's the cue ball gone? I'm not so certain. There you go. That'll do.
I believe My Way's like the most played song at funerals in Britain or something like that. Which is quite ironic.
I'm not that surprised.
That's people.
It's not going to be Snooker Loopy, is it?
It will be at my funeral, mate. It'll be.
Yes.
Every version that we've listened to, and I'll get the funeral attendees to give it all a rating. Like, through their tears, they'll have to go. I think Dennis is worth a 7. That's what they'll have to do.
Yeah, Dennis will be long dead by then as well, so it'll be even sadder. Most of the people that have performed will be dead. So there you go.
Unless I die soon, so I can invite them to the funeral. And they can do it live.
Let's not have that, Tom. I mean, to be fair, this is now acting as your last will and testimony, so you know.
Right, my funeral, when I die, I want Dennis Taylor to sing Snooker Loopy live on stage, on his own, all of it, the whole thing.
Snooker Loopy nuts are we, me and him and them and me.
And I'll send him that request to sing at my funeral, and he'll have to go, well, I didn't really know what to do with this request, so
I guess I'll just sing it. But yes, we will be back next week with some other utter nonsense, I am sure.
We will be. And we'll see you very soon. Let us know below all these things. See you later.